Nobody knew the exact day Grace Okafor died. Some guessed it was during the rainy season because the window had been left slightly open. Others believed it was shortly after Christmas because the decorations in the sitting room were still hanging. By the time anyone found her, 3 years had already passed. She was only 34. Every morning, Grace left her apartment dressed as though she had everything under control. She smiled at a security guard. She greeted the woman who sold bread downstairs. She nodded politely to the neighbors she barely knew. Everyone thought she was doing fine. Nobody noticed that every smile was becoming shorter. Grace had once been surrounded by people, university friends, office colleagues, a younger sister who called almost every day, a fiancé she planned to marry. But life changed quietly.
Another day.
Her engagement ended. She changed jobs. Her sister relocated abroad. Friends became busy building families. Conversations slowly turned into, "We'll talk later." Later never came. She convinced herself she didn't need anyone. "It's peaceful this way," she often whispered whenever the silence became too loud. She stopped attending birthdays. She stopped replying to invitations. Eventually, people stopped inviting her. One evening after work, she switched on the television. The voices filled the apartment, making it feel less empty. She made noodles for dinner, opened a bottle of water, sat on the couch, and watched the news. She never knew that would be the last night of her life. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. No one knocked. No one called twice after the first unanswered call. Most assumed she had changed her number. Others believed she had traveled. Her landlord kept receiving rent through automatic bank deductions. Her electricity bills were paid automatically. Nothing looked unusual. Life outside continued. 3 years later, a new property manager was assigned to inspect abandoned apartments. Grace's flat was one of them. The neighbors complained they hadn't seen her in a very long time. Still, no one imagined what waited behind the locked door. When it finally opened, the television stood silent in the corner. Dust covered every piece of furniture. An unopened birthday gift sat on the dining table. Beside it, a diary. The last page read, "I wonder how long it would take before someone notices I'm gone." Those words broke everyone. Not because she predicted her death, but because she predicted her loneliness. News spread quickly. People who hadn't spoken to Grace in years posted photographs online. "We miss you. You were such a beautiful soul. Gone too soon."
Please tell me
Her
this
former
isn't
colleagues
true.
cried. Neighbors claimed they always thought she was fine.
Friends wondered if they should have called more often. Her sister flew back home carrying years of regret. But none of it could reach Grace anymore. The truth was painful. Grace didn't disappear the day she died. She disappeared little by little. Every missed call, every canceled visit, every postponed conversation, every "I'll check on her tomorrow." Until tomorrow became 3 years. Sometimes the loneliest people aren't the ones asking for help. They're the ones smiling so well that nobody thinks to ask. Tonight, before you scroll to the next video, think of someone you haven't spoken